Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about top 10 numbers you should never call. So before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. Have you picked up the phone and are searching for someone to call? You can call customer service, or even order your favorite Walking Dead anniversary package, but there are certain numbers you should never call. No, we're not talking about con artists. We also don't believe you'll be charged if you call one of the numbers we've given. However, we do not recommend calling any of these phone numbers, because they are connected to something sinister. Although being careful of scammers and scams is always a safe idea, you do not want to take a chance here. Are you unsure which ones you can avoid? We'll look at some of the most ominous phone numbers you can avoid calling, for a variety of reasons. If you call one of these phone numbers, what do you do? There is also a number that is synonymous with death. Now, keep in mind that not all of these phone numbers would work for everybody. Some numbers, for example, are correlated with specific countries. If you're in the United States, certain numbers can also redirect to 911, as we have learned from our viewers. Depending on the time of day you call, some phone numbers will answer differently. Some also call the voicemail box of no one. If you're getting different responses every time, it's because of these numbers. We haven't heard anything about scammers or money, so we assume these figures are fictitious. If you're feeling adventurous, check them out and let us know how it goes. However, we recommend that you leave them out. These are the frightening phone numbers that we don't suggest calling, because we can't guarantee what will happen. Are you curious as to why? Continue watching. What are the worst phone numbers to call? Calls are the most frightening aspect of a chat. Okay, maybe not for you, but for people like me. However, there are some stories and real-life encounters that say that calls are not as frightening as they seem, and that there are some additional numbers that add horror to the extreme thrill of dialing regular phone numbers. I'm going to tell you about some scary stories. Now, here's the deal. You must have the confidence to pick up every call, or to call anyone if you call these phone numbers. Don't do it if you're afraid of losing your life. Number 10, 1-207-404-2604. Another number you should never call. This one is said to be a marketing ploy for the film Carrie. The producers used a teaser that ended with the slogan "Call Carrie" and the phone number to entice the viewer. When you call this number, you will be contacted by another number 3 times in a row, each time with creepy sounds and messages. The first one gives you the creeps because as soon as you pick up the phone, you hear some horrifying crying. The second one will provide some music to your ears in the form of a spooky tune, and the third will provide you with vital details in the form of a spine-chilling whisper. It's now up to you to decide if you're prepared to receive 3 terrifying phone calls in a row. However, the promotion strategy has performed well for the film, and continues to draw attention to its presence. Do you want to try something new? You should get an iPhone for yourself just to be sure, and make some calls to see what happens. Don't take chances with your phone number. Number 9, 408,634,280. This number is one of the top numbers you should never call. According to urban folklore, it is a red room number that is used to track down the physical location of people who call themselves or answer the calls they get from it. You should call this number if you are an incredibly adventurous and risk-loving person who has stuff like being abducted on your bucket list. You'll be abducted, taken to the Red Room, tortured, murdered, or both. The sessions are rumored to be streamed live on the internet. It's one of the most frightening phone numbers to dial. Number 8, 8,287,560,109. This number is based in Marion, North Carolina, which is located in McDowell County, about 85 miles west of Charlotte. When you dial the number, you can hear some stentorian noises. A man's voice can be heard urgently delivering what seems to be a binary message. When you convert binary to text, you get the word death. This is extremely spooky since the message of death is not only conveyed in a frightening manner, but also in an imaginative manner in binary code. Anyone who dials the number is forced to think and decipher the binary. As a consequence, you'll be scared to death in binary. If you are a curious person, call it during the summer for a chilling experience, making it one of the top numbers you should never call. There have been reports of ghosts being captured on camera, so be cautious. You should tell your mates about your ordeal on social media, and encourage them to call the number as well. Pro tip: It seems that this one only works in the United States. Plus, it's one of the scarier phone numbers to dial, so you may as well avoid it. Number 7, 12,163,331,810. Also critically praised series and dramas, such as David Neal's Noel Coward series, set in the 1940s during World War II, discussed how difficult domestic problems can be. This one, however, is special. In every home, mothers and daughters war. When you call this number, however, you will most likely hear a dispute between a mother and her daughter, which is good. Then you hear a desperate appeal from a daughter. It all starts with a serious conversation between the mother and her daughter. They seem to be in a precarious situation. The daughter is locked in the storage closet, and the caller learns from the conversation that she is destined to die. The incident takes place near the sound of bullets, as well as shouting and screeching from onlookers. Number 6, 801-820-0263. When people tried to call, they heard a terrifying voice. When one tries it for himself, he can hear a variety of things. A man counting and repeating the numbers 1, 3, and 7, followed by the sound of someone calling out your name, and they're watching your every move during the calling session. Number 5, 20,202,020. Try calling the number from a payphone in the United Kingdom. According to legend, a female with an unmodulated voice answers the phone, and repeats the phrase, "Help me. Help me. Help me. Susie is dying." Or, "Help me. Help me. Susie is in danger of drowning." No one has ever recorded something really bad happening as a result of dialing 202,020, but it can certainly make you feel uneasy. Did you give it a shot? Also, let us know what happened. Number 4, 666. In the United States, it is believed that dialing 666 will link you with the devil. Many people have attempted this at home, and everyone has a different story to tell. These encounters are said to vary depending on your state of mind at the time of the call and whether or not you believe in ghosts or other supernatural beings. Some say that nothing happens after they call, while others claim to have heard eerie music or satanic noises. If you're a poor person, dialing this ominous number would scare you to death. If you're curious enough, brace yourself, and prepare for the consequences of dialing the phone number. Anything is possible. Number 3, 10 billion. Callers hear a male voice threatening to tell 15 others about the figure, which is thought to be cursed in Asia. You could die in a week if you don't agree with him. This number is thought to belong to the dead, so if you get a call from it, it means a deceased loved one is trying to contact you. Time to break up. It's fascinating to learn that even the deceased have a phone number. Number 2, 0888888888. In Bulgaria, there is a cursed number. The owner of the cell phone number is said to die a miserable death. Vladimir Granov, the first man to own the number, died of an aggressive type of cancer. The next CEO, Konstantin Dimitrov, was the second to pass away. Konstantin Dishlev was the seventh. They were both mercilessly gunned down in the driveway. You don't believe us? Take a look at this post from the Daily Mail. Number 1, 090444444444. In Japan, this number is known as Sadako's number. This was the name of the ghost in the film The Ring. The number was allegedly used to advertise the film. When dialing this number, weird eerie noises can be heard, and the caller is said to die within a week. The number 4, she, has the same sound as the word death, she. What do you think about this video? Which of the following top 10 numbers you should never call you find most strange? Do let us know down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.